Hello, everybody. It's August 25th, 2020, 8/25, 2020, and it is 12 p.m. It is noon. So I'm here to give you a nooner. How about that? Lately, I've been watching the show Chicago Med, and I'm on season 5. I've just been going through it, watching it and whatnot, and it's a really good show. I've learned so many medical terms watching this show. Like, I've watched every one of the Chicago shows from Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med. They even have a Chicago Law, but I didn't make it past one season. And I'll probably watch it too to see how it all ties together. But there are times where I watch the show and think to myself, oh my God, I couldn't possibly live in Chicago. Definitely not on the south side of Chicago. There's so much gang activity. There's so much drug activity. It's like people are just riding around shooting each other. But that's where our heroes come into play. Our our firemen and first responders, paramedics. And you have your police, the PD, the intelligence unit, as they call it, on there. And you never know what's going to happen. Full of action, full of drama. And here lately, I've been watching the very intense, very emotional, heartwarming, touching Chicago Med. And Chicago Med comes along, and they're like the premier hospital in Chicago on the show. Like, this is where they're like probably like a couple of other hospitals, you know what I'm saying, that I heard on there that I'm not gonna mention. But Chicago Med, once they opened it up, was where pretty much they take all the victims or whatever, the injured on Chicago Fire. Let's take them to Med. I don't know exactly what season it started. So, because first, it was Chicago Fire, their first. Then it was Chicago PD. Then it was Chicago Med. And then there's a Chicago Law, and it's only one season long. I guess they felt like it was too much like Law and Order or something. Or Order No Law. I don't know. Or however you want to look at it. It's a really good show. There's always some drama in the ER. Always drama in the ER. You never know who's going to fall in love. You never know who's going to hook up, who's going to have a baby. You just don't know. You don't know who's going to come in with a gunshot wound. Or who's going to come in and because they had a seizure, or a pregnant woman comes in and they have to do an emergency C-section. These are the things you have to worry about every day on the show. Like, I don't really go to the hospital, and watching the show makes me not want to go even more. I've seen them do heart surgery. Most of the people they've done heart surgery on made and everything. But I've seen situations where people come in and they find out they had cancer. And they're like, oh, we don't do this surgery. I mean, I don't know. Nobody wants to get surgery. Nobody wants to go under the knife. Everybody has their times, but to me, they're funny. Everybody, should never really bring your personal life into your work life. But, we're all human, so that's to be expected. It's hard to prevent. I'm thirsty. I always get thirsty when you get to talking. It don't matter what you're talking about. Talk for a little bit, then boom, you're thirsty, and you want to drink a bottle of water or something. Which, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure y'all understand. We out here, holding it down, talking to each other, keeping it cool. You cool, I'm cool. We all cool. Now, what I really would like is, you scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream. Now, this last season was pretty harsh. One of the main characters on the show, his dad is like a millionaire, owns like a retail store or whatever. That's kind of, I would compare it to like a Neiman Marcus or something like that. So it has like a chain of retail stores or whatever, and he's made significant amounts of donations, amount of money to the hospital, But one thing that I learned for watching the show is mental health is important. The guy, his name is Dr. Charles, and he's the head of the psychiatry department. And there's a lot of times where they call him in for a consultation. And this last episode I watched, there were these senior girls graduating high school, senior girls, whatever. They all play soccer. And they were like, oh my God, the soccer championship is tomorrow. And they were spazzing out, body twitching, whatever. He comes in and gives them orange Tic Tacs and tells them it's going to help them. Basically, a placebo. That's what it's called. It's really just like tricking your mind. And I say that, and I lead into that, because it's a lot of times that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong, but your mind is playing tricks on you. And there are some serious disorders and all of that, but that's just, I don't know. When I see him, the times that he's done that, basically give someone a placebo and they start getting better, it's really just a matter of tricking the mind. Yeah, so every time you come across something like that, you just gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? Something that I see a lot of in TV shows is certain disorders. It's like bipolar disorder. A person might come in manic and then you smooth them out with some lithium or whatever. Also, seen some schizophrenic people come in on the show. But one of the number one things that I see people have me in with is, and if you're in the medical field, you will probably know exactly what I'm talking about, is a hemothorax. Hemothorax is kind of like a deflation of the lung. So they stick like this needle in your chest so that it can get air in through the needle to inflate the lung. And I hear them saying that a lot. Then I hear them do ultrasounds and CBG, CBC, EKG, MRI, CT cultures. I hear all of that stuff. And I be thinking to myself like, wow. Yep. Every little thing like that makes a difference. So you never know. You might have to cut open into their side and stick a chest tube in there to let the air in and the blood drain out. I think it's called cranking them, where they cut like a hole in your throat and sticks. They stick like something in there so you can breathe. That's how bad it gets sometimes. So you never know. You never know. And then, like I say, the romance. 1 minute this person's in love, the next person they're not. So it just hold on. Everything will be okay, I guess. It's how they try to make it seem. I heard one episode a guy say, we treat them and we street them. And it sounded like, oh my God, it's so insensitive. Then the guy comes back and holds him into, it was like, because the guy, the boy, teenage boy, whatever, was involved in a gun shooting. Every time. So feel free to check out Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Law. I'll even say check out what's the name of that show? That has other stuff, So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tune in to know when we're going to just randomly drop some content and talk about whatever. I thank you. Peace. Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this, and stay tuned for the next video.